The Outer Wilds is a space exploration game where your primary goal is to figure out some of the mysteries of the universe by doing stuff like decoding alien languages, solving some like puzzles, stuff like that. And whenever you die, you wake back up here at your ship, trapped in kind of a time loop. You can talk to a few people about the fact you're trapped in a time loop, but they can't really help you with it. And I really want to like this game. I did like the first couple of hours. I tried playing some more of it today without streaming just to see if I could get over my problems I was having with it. But it's a game that does a really good job at making you feel really, really dumb. Which is a shame, because I have enjoyed the exploration parts. Like, the writing is good, the characters are well written and funny, and just the fact that you just get given free rein to go out into space and do what you want to do is liberating. Like, you literally just take off in your ship, and the game's like, okay, where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Want to go fly to the tiny little space station that's flying around the sun? Go knock yourself out. You want to fly to the moon? Land there, have a wander around? Do that. And wherever you do explore, you'll get entries in your ship's log that will help you to try and track down some of the mysteries and puzzles to the game. You have a handy little map that can let you track where things are, and you can do stuff like say, hey, I want to try and go to the interloper. Set it as a target, and the game will do its best to help you fly there by showing you like, hey, you should be pointing down that way. You can also engage an autopilot, but the autopilot can be a little bit unreliable at, I think the right words here, making sure you don't crash into things. The spaceship stuff is one of my primary problems with the game, in that it's realistic space physics, so when you start going fast, you're going to keep going until you slow yourself down, but this also means you kind of have to figure out how much you need to slow yourself down by. Like, the autopilot's doing a lot of work for me here. As you can see, I'm probably going to smack right into this thing. Oh, actually, it's okay. Go into landing mode. Put her down. Let's hop out the hatch. And we can see what's on this this here comet. Oh. I can't seem like I've dropped myself into a crevasse here. But yeah, you can just kind of land on the planets in the system and explore them. You've got a signal scope that lets you track down noises and signals and radio transmissions that people are making. But the bulk of the game is just you exploring. Now, the spaceship stuff can be kind of challenging, because sometimes a game will ask you to have high skill ceiling, which sometimes I just don't have. And because of the fact that it's all physics based, it's very realistic, but that can also be frustrating if you're trying to do something and you can't quite get there very easily, because it turns out that space is difficult. Who knew? There's a spaceship here. So like say, you can investigate, update your ship log with things. I think we're passing by the sun. Oh. I think that the sun's gravity just tried to grab me there. So yeah, stuff like that can be really fun the first time it happens. When, you accidentally get pulled into space by the sun and murdered. That can be pretty great. But it can also be kind of depressing sometimes when you're just trying to explore a planet and suddenly you fall off a ledge into a black hole and die. Or get teleported halfway across the universe, or. There's a lot of things that happen in it that are really cool to experience, but then frustrating because you were happily exploring. I'm not saying it would be a better game with the element of danger taken out, given that you're always being revived at the start of a day whenever you die, you're never really losing any progress. It's just that sometimes it can take a while to get somewhere, and the prospect of then having to go and do that again can be kind of depressing. Also, why is my ship over there now? I think gravity pulled it off the surface. So yeah, stuff like that can be kind of depressing. It's along the lines of, well, my ship's gone now, so all I can really do is float in space until I suffocate. I can't get it back to it very easily. And that's kind of my problem with the game, and why I think it's not for me, is I get frustrated by this kind of thing, where it's like, well, I flew over to see what the story was in the spaceship, and I found a radio log, and I lost my ship, so all I can do now is wait to die. Like, there's no option to just restart a day manually that I've found. Apart from quitting to the main menu and then loading back into the game, which is not a very elegant solution, given that the load times can be pretty long. It's a game that makes you feel smart when you figure something out, but otherwise makes you feel incredibly dumb about what you're supposed to be doing. Like, I've been to a variety of these planets, I've explored bits of them, I've gotten ship's log that say things like, hey, maybe you should try and find out about this. And then I've just kind of stared at it and went, I have no idea what that's on about. Yes, but so it's one of those things where just it makes me feel like an idiot, because I am an idiot, and because I'm bad at video games, etc., etc. But while I was having fun with the initial exploration on starting the planet and getting to know the universe and the world, since then it's been less fun. And gradually less and less fun as it came down to the point of, like, exploring, dying, and then feeling like I have to go all the way back there again to try and figure out what I was missing, and that can be frustrating. So that's why I'm going to say the Outer Worlds, or not Outer Worlds, Outer Wilds. Outer Worlds is one that's out in 2 weeks. The Outer Wilds is not for me. I think it's a good game. I enjoyed the exploration and riding, as I say, at the start of it. That was all good. And I think a lot of our people are going to get a lot out of this. But unfortunately, I am not one of them. So, if you like the idea of a very, very small, contained No Man's Sky, then maybe go for this. It's pretty cheap as well, so I don't regret paying full price for it. But it's just not my cup of tea, sadly.